Welcome to Massachusetts, a land where history and modernity intertwine, where nature and people compose an endless symphony. When you set foot here, you don't just enter a U.S. state, but step into a living book, with each page telling a story of the past, the present, and even the future. Boston, the capital city, is like a gateway back to the Revolutionary era, where cobblestone streets narrate the fight for independence. But Massachusetts is more than history. Cape Cod, with its soft sands, solitary lighthouses, and salty waves, feels like walking into a living seascape. Further west, the Berkshires offer a different rhythm. Vast forests, autumn ablaze with fiery colors, and small villages hidden in the mist, captivating both soul and sight. And then there is Salem, the town of witchcraft legends, pulling you into a world half real, half mythical, where whispers of the past still drift in the wind. A journey through Massachusetts is a blend of learning and experience, of historical echoes and present breath. It opens not only spectacular landscapes, but also sparks curiosity, inviting you to listen, to feel, and to connect. Get ready, for every step on Massachusetts soil brings new discoveries, and here you will craft your own story. There is a river flowing through the heart of New England, where the water mirrors both the sky and untold stories. This is the Connecticut River, a symbol both familiar and mysterious. They say, if you wish to understand the soul of Massachusetts, you must begin here, where gentle currents wind through forests and historic towns. What is strange about the Connecticut River lies not only in its beauty. Standing by its banks, one feels as though the waters whisper of centuries past, from the days when native tribes saw it as life itself, to when European settlers built riverside towns, and now as a sanctuary for souls yearning for peace. Morning light scatters across its surface like strands of silver, while dusk drapes the waters in shades of crimson and gold. Some believe that if you sit quietly and truly listen, you may hear echoes of the past, the creak of wooden boats, the rhythm of old bridges, and even the soft beginnings of love stories born by the river. The Connecticut River is more than a river. It is a mirror of memory, a doorway into unexpected journeys. And perhaps, during your travels, you too will leave behind a fragment of your story, drifting with its endless flow. There are places that are not merely beautiful landscapes, but living symphonies of nature. Quabbin Reservoir is such a symphony, solemn, vibrant, and alive. It is one of the largest freshwater reservoirs in New England, yet for travelers, it is not just a source of water, but a boundless green kingdom. As the wind rushes across the surface, you can hear nature's melody, the rustling of oak and pine leaves, the beating wings of migrating birds, and the soft stillness of waters embracing every other sound. Together, they weave a slow rhythm that draws you deeper into nature's embrace. Quabbin Reservoir is also home to diverse wildlife. Deer, black bears, bald eagles all contribute to this living masterpiece. Each step along its shores feels like a new verse, each breeze like a fresh chapter in the symphony of forest and water. At sunset, the place reaches its crescendo. Violet light drapes the waters, reflecting mountains and clouds, dissolving everything into a dreamlike whole, half real, half surreal. In that moment, one cannot help but feel both humbled and uplifted by nature's timeless grandeur. Quabbin Reservoir is not merely a destination. It is a place where the music of nature resonates in every breath, where peace flows endlessly, and where your heart may find itself singing along with the eternal melody. There are places that lie in plain sight, yet feel like secrets hidden by nature, waiting only for the patient traveler to discover. Squantum is one of those places. Not everyone has heard its name, and even fewer have set foot on this small yet mysterious corner of Quincy, Massachusetts. From afar, Squantum seems like nothing more than a simple peninsula. But as you draw closer, layers of mystery begin to unfold. Narrow paths weave through coastal woods, where sunlight filters through the leaves, painting the ground with shifting patterns of light. The atmosphere here feels strangely different, both familiar and distant, like stepping into a world few have ever known. What makes Squantum truly special is not just its natural beauty, but the feeling of unseen discovery. Every rocky shoreline, every hidden corner whispers questions. How many stories remain untold here? The waves crash against the cliffs, murmuring ancient tales that only attentive hearts can hear. At sunset, Squantum becomes even more enigmatic. The fading light drapes the waters in unusual hues, glowing, almost otherworldly. In those fleeting moments, the place feels as if it belongs not only to the present, but to another realm entirely, where time itself seems suspended. Squantum may not appear on every travel list, but perhaps that is its greatest allure. For sometimes, the places least spoken of are the ones that stir the soul the most. There are places where simply hearing the name awakens the call of the sea. Cape Cod, the legendary arm of Massachusetts, is one such place. Stretching into the Atlantic like a protective embrace, Cape Cod is not only golden beaches and endless waves, but also a land filled with stories that never fade. Here, reality and memory intertwine. The crashing waves echo the tales of generations of fishermen, while lighthouses stand solemnly as silent guardians of the coast. Along the seaside paths, the salty breeze carries a flavor that feels both familiar and new, as if unlocking a forgotten memory within you. What makes Cape Cod captivating is its duality. By day, it is a place of light, bright shores stretching endlessly, an ocean opening wide before your eyes. But at sunset, Cape Cod transforms into a realm of wonder. The sky shifts from gold to deep violet, casting magical reflections upon the restless sea. Cape Cod is more than just a destination. It is a spiritual journey. Here, you witness nature's beauty, while also hearing the whispers of history and humanity. Perhaps that is why it remains an eternal symbol of Massachusetts. Some harbors are more than docking places for boats. They hold the very soul of a region. Bluffs Harbor on Martha's Vineyard is one such place. Approaching the harbor, you see colorful boats swaying gently on the blue waters, while hearing the unique rhythm of a seaside community that has thrived for generations. In the morning, sunlight dances upon the water, scattering into shimmering fragments that awaken the harbor. The distant horn of a ferry, the calls of seagulls above, all blend into a symphony of the sea. Yet by night, Oak Bluffs Harbor transforms. Lights from the shoreline reflect upon the water, forming glowing trails as if guiding dreams toward the open ocean. What makes this harbor special is not just its beauty, but its sense of connection. Visitors and locals stroll side by side, sharing laughter and stories, savoring fresh seafood right by the water. Every sound, every word dissolves into the salty breeze, leaving behind a feeling of belonging. Oak Bluffs Harbor is more than a destination. It is an invitation. An invitation to let your heart align with the rhythm of the waves and to carry home a memory that will never fade. At the very heart of bustling Boston lies a historic green space that has witnessed centuries of change, Boston Common. Known as the oldest public park in the United States, it serves as the city's soul, where past and present intertwine with every step you take. As you enter Boston Common, the first sensation is a gentle calm. Surrounding skyscrapers hum with modern life, yet inside the park, serenity reigns. Towering old trees cast long shadows over winding paths, as if whispering stories from ages past. Once a site of political gatherings, military drills, and voices raised for freedom, every lawn and monument carries the imprint of those who helped shape America. Amidst this weight of history, the park also offers everyday simplicity, families picnicking, children laughing near fountains, and locals strolling with their pets. In spring, flowers bloom in vibrant colors. In summer, the park becomes a cool retreat. Autumn blankets it in golden leaves, and winter transforms the frog pond into a charming ice rink. Each season paints its own portrait, but together they reflect the living spirit of Boston. Boston Common is more than a park. It is a living testament to memory, community, and resilience. To walk here is not just leisure, but a journey through time, where history and modern life harmonize in perfect balance. Hidden among the lush mountains of Massachusetts, the Deerfield River drifts gently like a silver ribbon, winding its way through valleys and historic towns. It is more than a river, it is a living journey, weaving past and present together. The murmur of water blends with the whisper of wind through the leaves, as if nature itself is sharing secrets meant only for those who pause to listen. When sunlight strikes, ripples glitter like shards of broken glass, turning the river into a painting in constant motion. At dawn, a thin veil of mist cloaks the surface, transforming the scene into a dreamscape where reality and fantasy seem to merge. For adventurers, Deerfield River offers thrill and peace alike. Its foaming rapids challenge rafters, while its quiet sandy banks invite those who simply wish to rest in serenity. Every bend holds a different experience, from excitement to profound stillness. What makes it most remarkable, however, is its aura of mystery. Locals whisper that the river carries memories of old, of native tribes who once thrived along its banks, of forgotten battles and untold tales. Each current seems to echo with voices from the past, calling travelers to listen, to imagine, and to wonder. Located in eastern Massachusetts, Norfolk County welcomes visitors with the refreshing purity of nature. Known not only for its peaceful towns, this region is also a vast canvas of green forests, clear lakes, and winding trails across open meadows. Together, they create a crisp atmosphere where every step feels like moving in harmony with the Earth's breath. In summer, Norfolk County glows under gentle golden sunlight, while shady trees line the paths, offering cool comfort. Breezes flowing from the forests seem to sweep away worries, leaving only lightness in the heart. Autumn paints the county in radiant shades of red and gold as leaves drift down in the cool air, forming nature's own symphony. It is also a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Visitors can stroll along tranquil lakes, paddle beneath the wide open sky, or simply sit still and let the breeze carry the fragrance of grass and trees into each breath. This simplicity is what makes Norfolk County extraordinary. Not noisy, not crowded, but tender and full of vitality. Perhaps the most magical aspect is the air itself. In Norfolk County, every breath feels infused with the pure energy of nature, renewing the spirit and restoring strength for journeys yet to come. Nestled along the Massachusetts Bay, Hingham is like an ancient gem hidden within the salty embrace of the sea breeze. The town offers a perfect blend of deep history and expansive natural beauty, making every visitor feel as though they have stepped into a painting both serene and vibrant. The first enchantment lies in its long shoreline, where gentle waves kiss the sandy coast, composing the soft melody of the ocean. Walking by the bay, one can feel the breath of the sea in every breeze, a rare sense of tranquility. In the morning, the rising sun scatters golden reflections across the water, while at dusk, the horizon glows with warm hues, transforming the scene into something almost dreamlike. Beyond the shore, Hingham is rich in green landscapes. Wampatuck State Park invites hikers and cyclists with its shaded trails, leading deeper into nature's embrace. The chorus of birds, the rustling leaves, and the flowing wind combine into a living symphony that soothes the soul. Hingham also preserves a strong historical heritage dating back to the colonial era. Wooden houses, old churches, and its peaceful atmosphere recall the early days of settlement. This unique blend of past and present creates a distinctive charm, intimate yet profound. In Hingham, one does not simply see the scenery or learn about history. Instead, every breath taken feels in rhythm with the sea and the forest, offering peace and renewal to all who visit. Amidst the modern rhythm and bustling crowds, the Longfellow Bridge stands as a silent witness to Boston's past and future. Locals affectionately call it the Salt and Pepper Bridge, thanks to its distinctive cylindrical towers that resemble spice shakers against the open sky and the vast Charles River. Yet beneath this simple image lie countless untold stories. At sunset, when the fading light dances across the water, the bridge transforms into something almost mystical. The rumble of cars crossing its arches becomes like drumbeats echoing through memory, recalling centuries of history. Harvard students' footsteps, romantic strolls, parades, and vibrant celebrations all seem to linger in its stones. Some even say that if you listen closely at night, you can still hear the whispers of the past resonating along its arches. More than a structure, Longfellow Bridge is a symbol of connection. It links two cities, two riverbanks, and two different rhythms of life. It rises proudly, both old and modern, a metaphor for Boston itself, a city where heritage and progress intertwine. Stepping onto the bridge, you don't just witness the stunning skyline and shimmering Charles River. You feel an indescribable energy, familiar yet mysterious. It is as though the bridge invites you to walk further and uncover the hidden stories the city still keeps. Swampscott, the very name, evokes the salty breeze of the ocean and the crashing of foamy waves in the dark of night. Nestled on the north shore of Massachusetts, this small coastal town has long been a refuge for those seeking peace. Yet it carries stories that spark curiosity in every visitor. They say that within the endless rhythm of the waves, one can hear whispers of the sea. These are tales of ships swallowed by the fog and fishermen who never returned. By day, Swampscott shines with tranquil beauty. Its long sandy beaches, clear waters, and charming seaside homes create a scene of serenity. But when night falls, the landscape transforms, misty and mysterious. It feels as if the sea and sky are weaving together a secret only they share. Travelers come here not only to admire the vast Atlantic, but also to breathe in the briny air. They listen to the fishermen's timeless stories passed from generation to generation. Standing on the shore, you feel the blend of nature and history, peaceful yet tinged with shivers. It is a reminder that the ocean is not just beauty, but also a force of mystery. Newburyport, a small coastal city on Massachusetts' North Shore, where every street corner seems to echo the bells of history. Since the 17th century, it was a bustling trading hub. Ships set sail carrying goods, stories, and hopes across the sea. They say that if you listen carefully on a windy night, you might still hear the creak of masts and the distant calls of sailors long gone. Today, Newburyport carries a timeless charm. Red brick buildings and cobblestone streets recall the past. A harbor filled with sailboats moves in rhythm with the ocean. Together, they create a scene both nostalgic and alive. Visitors often stroll along the Riverwalk, watching the sunset over the Merrimack River. Golden light stretches across the water like an endless current. Yet Newburyport is more than picturesque beauty. It holds the soul of the sea itself. Every story and every whisper feels like a fragment of its identity. Mysterious merchants, vanished voyages, and the belief that the ocean keeps part of human memory within its tides. In Newburyport, you do not simply arrive at a destination. You step into a journey where past and present intertwine, and where the waves murmur secrets known only to the sea. Harvard University, the world's most prestigious institution, is not only a center of knowledge, but also a timeless symbol, where every red brick wall holds centuries of history. Founded in 1636, Harvard is the oldest university in the United States and is often regarded as the cradle of greatness, nurturing presidents, scientists, writers, and renowned artists. Stepping into Harvard Yard feels like walking through a mist of the past, caught between two realms, the flowing stream of the present and the eternal breath of history. Its grand libraries, solemn lecture halls, and the statue of John Harvard stand as silent witnesses of time. A local legend whispers that touching the polished bronze shoes of the statue brings good luck, a simple rumor that has become a ritual for visitors. Harvard impresses not only with its architecture and reputation, but also with its scholarly atmosphere that seems to permeate every corner. Here, you can sense the pursuit of knowledge everywhere, as if every leaf and every window whispers of curiosity and discovery. To visit Harvard is not merely to see a university, it is to step into an icon where knowledge, history, and dreams converge. No journey through Massachusetts would be complete without pausing at this solemn and legendary place. Have you ever heard of a coastal town where the morning light shimmers across crystal clear waters and white sandy beaches stretch endlessly? That place is Edgartown, a hidden gem of Martha's Vineyard, where every wave and every breeze carries a mysterious invitation, urging visitors to explore. Once a famous whaling village, Edgartown has transformed into a charming and elegant seaside destination. As you arrive, the scene unfolds like a painting. Pristine, white clapboard houses, narrow tree-lined streets, and beyond, the horizon where the blue ocean embraces a golden stretch of sand glowing under the sun. Walking along the shore, the gentle rhythm of waves blends with the salty ocean breeze. Each step on the sand feels like touching the heartbeat of nature, soft, peaceful, yet full of vitality. At sunset, the sky bursts into hues of orange and violet, mirrored upon the glistening sea, creating an unforgettable masterpiece. Edgartown's beauty lies not only in its seascapes, but also in the emotions it evokes. A serenity mingled with curiosity, making you want to linger, listening to the whispered stories of waves and wind. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stand in a place where past and present converge? A quiet coastal town that holds the very stories which shaped an entire nation. That place is Plymouth, a seaside town along the Atlantic, famously known as the birthplace of America. Plymouth is home to the legendary Plymouth Rock, where the Pilgrims first set foot in 162. Yet, beyond the stone lies more than a symbol. It holds tales of hardship, hope, and the pursuit of freedom. Standing here feels like touching a fragment of history, as if time itself pauses to whisper its secrets to you. Today, Plymouth preserves its colonial charm while embracing the vibrancy of a modern destination. Cobblestone streets and historic wooden houses sit alongside seaside cafes and shops, painting a scene that feels both nostalgic and alive. Walking by the shore, the sound of waves echoes like whispers from the ocean, recalling the perilous voyage of those first settlers. And when the sunset paints the town in golden hues, you are left with a strange feeling, both serene and curious, as if Plymouth is inviting you to uncover the secrets it still holds. Have you ever wondered where you could find a place that is both a bustling harbor town and a setting tied to one of America's most powerful families? The answer lies in Hyannis, the shining heart of Cape Cod. Called the Heart of Cape Cod, Hyannis blends crashing waves, the cry of seagulls, and the busy rhythm of a working harbor into one unforgettable melody. Beyond its role as a hub of commerce and transportation, Hyannis is forever linked to the Kennedy family, adding layers of prestige and history to its humble seaside charm. At Hyannis Harbor, weathered fishing boats rest beside gleaming yachts, painting a picture of contrasts that somehow feels perfectly in tune. The salty breeze flows through the streets, making visitors feel as though they are breathing in the heartbeat of the sea itself. Hyannis is also the gateway to Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, two islands rich with mystery and allure. That makes this seaside town more than just a destination. It is the beginning of a greater adventure. As twilight falls, golden light spreads across the harbor, while streets come alive with shops, seaside restaurants, and lively music. It is in these moments that Hyannis transforms into more than a place to see. It becomes a place to feel, to live, and to embrace the true rhythm of New England's coast. Have you ever heard of a seaside village where every winding road and rocky shore seems to whisper an old story? That place is Cohasset, a small coastal town in southeastern Massachusetts that blends serene natural beauty with the timeless elegance of New England. Arriving in Cohasset, visitors are immediately drawn to the rugged shoreline, where waves crash against weathered rocks. The sea here doesn't roar with fury, but moves with a calm rhythm, as if murmuring secrets only for those willing to listen. Standing watch on the horizon is the iconic Minot's Ledge Light, a beacon that has guided generations of fishermen safely home. Beyond the ocean, Cohasset's charm lies in its graceful community, historic homes, charming little shops, and a warm, refined atmosphere. At sunset, golden light spills across sandy coves and shimmers on the waves, bathing the town in a dreamlike glow. What makes Cohasset truly special is the sense of seclusion it offers. This is not a crowded tourist stop, but a retreat where time slows down, where you can listen to the sea's whispers and rediscover a sense of calm. Cohasset is not merely a destination, it is an invitation to step into the embrace of the ocean, memory, and timeless stories. There is a small coastal town where old stories seem to linger in every sea breeze. This is Wellfleet, a hidden gem of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Quiet yet magnetic, it stirs curiosity from the very first step you take. Locals say that in the early morning, when fog still veils the bay, if you truly listen, you can feel the ocean's breath blending with the whispers of the sky. This image makes Wellfleet feel both familiar and mysterious, as if torn from the pages of a novel. The town is famous for its world-class oysters, but what keeps travelers enchanted is its raw, untouched beauty. Cahoon Hollow Beach, with its towering cliffs and endless sands, opens like an infinite journey into the horizon. As the sun sets, the sky over Wellfleet bursts into a symphony of colors: violet, orange, pink, and gold, like the stroke of an unseen artist painting a masterpiece just for this town. The light is not only breathtaking, but also haunting, leaving you to wonder, is it just a sunset or a hidden secret waiting to be discovered? Wellfleet is more than a destination. It is an invitation into nature, imagination, and the enduring legends of the sea. The journey through Massachusetts comes to an end, yet its echoes remain, like the whisper of the ocean wind across sandy shores, like the last glow of sunset, lingering over historic bridges. From tranquil coastal towns like Wellfleet and Cohasset to the solemn aura of Harvard University and the vibrant rhythm of Boston, every stop has been more than a destination. It is a fragment of a larger, mysterious mosaic. What sets Massachusetts apart is the way it compels you to wonder. Are the stories hidden in its old streets and deep forests ever fully told? Or will Massachusetts always remain a secret, revealing only glimpses to those willing to listen, to explore, and to feel with their hearts? As the journey pauses, you realize you never truly leave. Massachusetts lingers in every breath, in imagination, and in the dreams still unfolding.